Namaste, yogis. Welcome. I'm Melissa, and today we're coming from George Washington National Forest in Virginia, where we're going to do a session to open the hips and the shoulders. So as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we'll begin on our mats in child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, toes touch. Sit your hips back on your heels and reach your arms long in front of you. Close your eyes as you rest your third eye on the mat. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. And then come into your Ujjayi breathing. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Allowing the breath to fill and empty your lungs each time. You could rock your head from left to right if that felt good. And then gently start to press your hips back as you crawl your hands forward, stretching, lengthening through the spine. Spread your fingers wide and roll up hands and knees. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Take a moment or two and walk your dog, pedaling out the heels. Perhaps you gaze underneath your arm. It's nice and gentle. Slowly beginning to warm up and open through the hips. And then rise up to the balls of your feet, rock your body forward into a high push-up. Continue to press forward to get a deep stretch through your wrists. And then as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And bring your feet together to touch. And lift the right leg as high as you can. Bend the knee, peel it open. Circle the ankles, spread the toes. And then return that foot to the mat. Left leg lifts, reach it high, bend it. Knee reaches towards the sun as you circle the ankle and spread the toes. And then return that foot to the mat. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend your knees, looking at the space between your hands. Step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Folding forward, bend your knees a lot here. Opposite hand, opposite elbow into a ragdoll. Shaking out your head, swaying side to side. If it feels okay, you could go ahead and straighten your legs. Keep breathing. And then release your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together to touch. Stand, sweep your arms out and up. Right hand grabs the left wrist as you reach up and go over to the side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center, switch sides. Root down to rise up and take it over. Deep inhale. Exhale, back to center, release. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Knuckles to the heel as the heart and the gaze look up to the sky. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to fold forward all the way down, nose towards your knees, arms over your head. And then release your hands to the mat, halfway lift. And gently step it back, high push-up, low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, walk it out. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend your knees. Step, walk, or hop to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, rise. This time, hands shoulder width distance apart as you drop the hips low into chair pose. Sink it deep, but soften your shoulders. And then bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Slowly fold forward, nose to your knee. And see how far you can straighten your legs without pushing it. Drop your head. Squat your hips back into chair. Release your hands. Come on up. Sink a little deeper. Inhaling. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Fold forward. Maybe you go a little deeper this time. Without really trying, just allow the body to slowly open. We'll do it one more time. Sink the hips low. Release the hands, chair, deep inhale. Exhale, fold, interlace, straighten your legs, nose towards your knee, tailbone lifting up. Deep inhale here. And as you exhale, hands to the mat, halfway lift. And then widen your feet. So heel toe your feet out, heels in, toes out. And then you squat down into that Buddha squat. Not forcing it, just allowing the body to open as it's ready. Hands to prayer. Breath is calm here. Bring your hands to the mat and straighten your legs. Give your tail a little shake. And then squat back down. Buddha squat. Keep breathing. We're going to do that 2 more times. Hands to the mat. Straighten your legs. Give it a little shimmy shake. And then squat back down. Keep breathing. Keep your chest lifted. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your legs. Heel toe your feet together to touch, halfway lift. And then step it back, nice and gentle. High to low push up, upward facing dog and downward facing dog, walking it out. Bring your feet together to touch. Lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Step that foot between your hands. Warrior 1, as you come up, back foot is flat. Sinking and softening. Taking your time. Breathing. Just allowing it to happen. Allowing the practice to become effortless. Just one more inhale here. And as you exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Take that front foot, scooch it over, sinking deep into your legs. As you press that backside body open, your gaze, your drishti, set to your front middle finger. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, slowly straighten your front leg. Reach your fingers forward until you tip over into triangle. So you can grab the shin or the ankle. You could allow your fingers to hover above the mat. Leaning back, opening up, keep breathing. If it feels okay, extend that top arm over your head, tricep glued next to the ear. As you lean back, keep breathing. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the center of your mat. Turn your toes to point to the side of the mat so the feet are parallel. It's a halfway lift here. So you're reaching your crown forward and you're pressing your tailbone back. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, just drop it. Shake out your head, lifting your tailbone up. And if it feels good, you could walk your hands over to your right shin or ankle, pulling your belly towards your thigh. Releasing, coming over to the left, belly towards the thigh, nose towards the knee. And then coming back to center, halfway lift, turn your heels in and your toes out. Knees and ankles are in one line. And then come on up, take a minute, find your balance, there's no rush. Gentle tuck through the pelvis as you sink, finding your balance here. We're gonna do just a little cross arm flow. So sink your hips low as you cross your arms in front of your body, and then just gently, slowly straighten your legs. Reach your arms up and come out, opening through the chest. Sink and cross. Inhale, rise. Exhale, just one more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Reach it up. Open your hands, star pose. Rooting down, connecting your feet to the earth, reaching your crown to the heavens. Just one more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips and then step to the back edge of your mat. Reach your arms up and over, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. I want you to step it back, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Walk it out. Slowly, gently opening up the body. Creating more and more space in your hips and in your shoulders. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend the knees. Step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Sink it a little bit lower. Bring your hands behind your back. Once again, interlace the fingers, fold nose to your knee. Straighten your legs as you fold forward. Drop the hips low. Release the hands, chair, 2 more. Hands behind your back, interlace, fold nose to your knee. Sink the hips low, fingers to the sky. Last one. Fold, interlace, all the way down. Keep breathing. Then release the hands to the mat, halfway lift. Back into that Buddha squat, so heel toe your feet out as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out, squat down. Take your time. And notice as your body starts to open, you go deeper, right? It becomes effortless. It's that whole process of doing without really doing. Do without doing, and everything gets done. Breath is calm and free here. Your mind is focused on your practice. Bring your hands to the mat. Straighten your legs, gently folding forward. Give your tail a little shake. And then squat back down, hands to your heart. Maybe you can sit a little taller this time. Hands to the mat, straighten the legs, give it a little shake. Squat back down. This is our last time. Sitting tall, lifting your heart. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, fold it forward. Heel toe your feet together to touch. Halfway lift. Step it back. Nice and gentle here. High push-up, low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Walking it out. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Flatten your back foot as you rise up, warrior 1. Sinking and softening. Calm Ujjayi breathing. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Sink. Lengthen your spine. Get long from fingertip to fingertip. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, gently straighten your front leg. Reach forward and tip over, triangle. So either you grab the shin or the ankle, or you allow the fingers just to hover. Keep breathing. Leaning back. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands around, coming back into that straddle. Take your time, there's no rush. Lengthen the spine, deep inhale. And as you exhale, fold. Shake it out. And then come to a halfway lift. Hands are on the mat, so you can balance on your fingertips, or you could bring your left palm flat onto the mat and reach your right arm up to the sky. Hips are parallel to the mat. You're gently twisting. If you'd like to look up, you could or not. One more inhale here as you press that right shoulder back. And then bring the hand to the mat, either the fingertips or a flat palm, and the left arm reaches up, twisting open, breathing. And bring that hand to the mat. And once again, we're going to turn the heels in and the toes out, finding your balance as you come on up, sinking deeply, tucking the pelvis. Let's just sigh for a moment here. Take a deep inhale. So it's about softening and relaxing, just allowing it to happen. Cross your arms in front of your body. Straighten your legs as you reach up. Extend your arms open through the chest. Sink. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Go down. Come on up. Star pose. Rooting, connecting your feet into the earth. Reaching your crown to the heavens. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Step to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, rise, reach up, go back, center, swan dive all the way down, nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, and then gently step it back into a high push-up. And we're going to pause in this high push-up. Bring your feet together to touch and press your heels back. And then we're going to spin over to the right side for a right side plank. I'd like you to take that left foot and set it in the center of your mat. Lift your hips up as high as you can. And if it feels good, reach the left fingers up to the ceiling. Feel free to stay here or extend that arm over your head. Take an inhale, lift the hips up high. And then as you exhale, see how it feels to reach that arm behind you as you lower the hips. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, drop the hips, reach behind you. Two more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, up and over. And then this time, just cartwheel your hands down. Come into your low plank or your high plank. Feet come together to touch. And then we're going to spin it over to the left side. Take your time, find your balance. Step that foot into the center of your mat. Reach your arm up over your head, and you're free to stay right here if you'd like. If it feels good, you drop the hips, reach that arm behind you. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, lower it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, that's it. High push-up. And then drop down to your knees. Bring your knees as wide as you can, wider than the mat if that's possible, right? And then come to your forearms. So your spine is parallel to the mat. And then start to point your toes out. See if you can line up your ankles and your knees. as you press your hips back, right? So we're really gently coming into this frog pose, right? The great grandmother of all hip openers. Calm breathing here as you gently press your hips back. The ideal here is to have your body at a 90-degree angle. Core is engaged. Breath is calm and free. See if you can soften your muscles. Every time you catch your mind wandering outside of your practice, just gently bring it back, focusing on the breath. We're not going to be here much longer. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, just slowly start to bring your toes together. Pull your knees in. Curl your toes back, downward facing dog. Take a moment and walk it out. Shake it out just a little bit. Notice how your hips have opened. Bring your feet together to touch. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Step that foot between your hands. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink and soften. Widen your feet a little bit if you feel wobbly. We'll sigh together. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. And then to open our shoulders a little bit further, we're going to do an eagle arm bind. So bring the left arm under the right arm over. Interlace your hands. You could grab your thumb if you'd like. Lifting the elbows up and pressing the hands away from you. Sink deeper into your legs. Keep breathing. And then gently release your arms. Bring your hands to your heart and then fold forward. Bring your left hand to the mat and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Or the sky ceiling in this case, right? And then we're going to do some arm circles. So circle your arm around, reaching up and over. Two more. Keep breathing. One more time. Frame that front foot, straighten your leg and fold, nose to your knee. And then gently step that left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead, bend back. Exhale, come to center, swan dive, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. High to low push-up, nice and easy here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, walk it out. Feet come together to touch, lift the left leg. Step that foot between your hands. High lunge again, rising up, take your time. There's no rush. Reach your arms up and sink. Let's inhale again. Sigh. Noticing how good it feels to just let go, to soften and relax, even as your body is working. We'll do that eagle arm bind again, this time right arm under, left arm over, lifting the elbows to the chin and pressing the hands away from you. Core is engaged. Keep breathing. And just one more inhale. Exhale, release, reach the arms up. Hands touch, pull it through into your heart. Come forward, right hand to the mat, left arm reaches up, gentle twisting here. Arm circles, reach that arm behind you. That's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Frame the front foot and fold nose to your knee. Stretching it out. And then gently step that right foot forward. Feet come together to touch and you stand. Hands touch overhead. Third eye into your heart. Pause. And then let's find mountain pose. So bring your arms long at your sides. Palms of the hands face the front of your mat. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. And then drop your chin into your chest and allow your head to just fall to one side. Just making a complete circle. Taking your time to linger where you feel tension or tightness. No rush. When you've completed one side, go ahead, do the other. When you're ready, stand tall. Pick up your toes to feel the four corners of your feet connect to the earth. Feel your core engage as you pull your belly in towards your spine. And feel your crown reaching up to the heavens. And for our balancing, we're going to do tree. So you can begin with your hands on your hips. And you could do a kickstand here if you'd like. If it feels good, you could bring that right foot anywhere on the inside of the left leg. Remembering to tuck the pelvis just gently so core is activated. Your drishti is set to one spot in front of you. Breath is calm and free here. If you'd like to do that little arm flow, you can, reaching up over your head, hands touch. Pull it through third eye into your heart. 3 more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pull it through. 2 more. Pull it through. Last one. Excellent. Release. Can give it a little shake. And then we'll do the same thing on the left side. So feel free to do a kickstand here if that feels good in your body. If you'd like, you bring that foot up anywhere on the inside of the left leg. Hands come to your heart. Breath is calm here. Right? It's all about doing without doing and knowing that everything gets done without forcing and pushing your way through. Staying just like this, or if you'd like to swim your arms up and pulling it through, feel free. 2 more. Last one. Excellent job. Release it. Give it a little shake. Swim your arms up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, nose to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog, walking it out. And then drop to your knees. Come on down to your forearms. You can keep your palms flat or interlace your fingers here. You could keep your knees on the mat, or you straighten your legs, pressing the heels back. Pelvis is tucked under, calm breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yes you can, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hips to the mat, flatten your feet, gaze up. Deep inhale. Loud sigh. All right, let's do it again. Come on up. Yes, you can. Remember, you're free to drop your knees here anytime. There's no judgment. It's about listening and paying attention to your body and giving it exactly what it needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Stay with it. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hips, flatten your feet. Deep inhale. Can you do it one more time? Yes, you can. Come on, we'll do it together. Come on. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hips. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, we take our little nap. So drop one cheek to the mat, arms long at your sides. Pick up a shoulder and roll it down your back. Pick up that opposite shoulder and roll that down your back. And then you could go ahead and flip your head, other ear to the mat. Deep inhale and a loud sigh. Excellent. Turn your chin to face the mat. Turn the palms of your hands down to face the mat. And you could either bring your toes together to touch or keep your legs spread a little bit wider. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the legs. Lift the arms, reaching the fingertips towards your heels. If it feels good, you could go ahead and interlace your fingers, rolling the shoulders back. Breath is calm and free here. Gaze is down, protecting your neck, keeping it parallel to the mat. And we're not working on height, so just get long, point your toes, reach your crown. Get as long as you can. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release, drop it all down. Bend your knees, start to windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then drop the feet to the mat, bring the hands next to your shoulders, and slowly roll up just a little bit, cobra pose. Inhale, and then exhale, press it back, child's pose. Calm, deep breathing, keeping your mind focused here on your practice. Feeling and allowing the lower back and the hips to gently open even further. And then come on up to your hands and your knees and just find a seat in the center of your mat. Sitting up tall, your feet are parallel. Bring your arms long in front of you. Your arms are parallel. And then you slowly, just one vertebrae at a time, unroll. Right? So we do this little mini shavasana here. And if it feels okay in your body, if you have something in your hair, just gently pull it out. Allow it to be free. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way to the top and hold your breath. Hold it. Let it go. Big sigh. Excellent. Now I ask you to close your lips and your eyes and inhale slowly through your nose as I count. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Hold your breath. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just repeat this a few more times on your own. You are welcome to stay right here, allowing your body to soften as your breath deepens for as long as you need to. If you're ready to move forward, we're going to set up a bridge pose. So you could open your eyes, bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, measuring it off. The middle finger can touch the backs of the heels, but that's only if that feels good in your body. If it doesn't, you skip it. Pressing down into your feet, slowly roll up. Lift your hips all the way to the top, as high as you can go. You could scooch your shoulders a little closer and interlace your fingers if you'd like. Pressing down to lift up. Keep breathing. If it feels good, you could lift the heels. But if it doesn't, you drop the heels. It's not a big deal. You can stay just like this if you'd like, or if you want to go ahead and extend that right leg, point the toes to the sky, you can. But keep the breath calm and free here. The leg is lifted, gently return it to the mat. If you want to lift the left leg, feel free to go ahead. Lifting the hips higher, breathe in. Drop that leg if it's lifted. Press down, lift the hips as high as you can. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. Start at the very top of your spine and slowly unroll. Allow it to feel really, really, really good in your body. When your hips land, your heels land. Now you have an option here. You can widen your feet as wide as the mat and knock your knees together. See how that feels. Or you come into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together, knees are open wide. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Closing your eyes. Another sigh, take a deep inhale and let it go. Once again, allowing the hips to open, soften. Allowing the breath to deepen. Now, if you find your mind wandering here, go ahead and count. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. If you have a personal mantra that you'd like to repeat silently in your mind, feel free. My mantra suggestion for this session is, I remember the truth of my power. I remember the truth of my power. I remember the truth of my power. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up as high as you can. Bring your hands together to touch. Fingers point towards your toes. And we're going to do gentle pulses here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up. Squeeze your feet together. See if you can lift them up 2 to 4 inches off the mat. And we're going to pulse again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop your head. You can rock side to side. Make little circles, one direction and then the other. And then hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to rock and roll a couple times, coming up to our hands and our feet. And step back into a downward facing dog. Take a moment and walk it out. And then lift that right leg and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee to the mat. Keeping the left hand on the mat, you're going to reach that right arm up to the heavens and you're going to circle it back around. So just like we did earlier, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, just one more time. You're doing good. And then frame that front foot, press back, hips to your heel, toes towards your third eye as you gently stretch it out. Keep breathing. And then come forward, and we're going to come into a half pigeon. So scooch that right foot over to the left. Drop your knee to the mat as you lengthen through that back leg. Now, protecting your knees, you keep that right foot flexed. If it feels better, or if there's any pain or pinching in your knee, you scooch that heel in a little closer towards your hip. Flattening your back foot, slowly come forward onto your forearms. If you'd like to add a little shoulder stretch to this, you can reach the left arm underneath your torso, make a fist with your right hand, and drop your cheek, right, or the side of your head onto your fist. Breath is calm here, you stay connected. In fact, let's take another sigh. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. Remember the whole do without doing, and everything gets done. Your only job here is to breathe and soften, to relax as you allow your body to settle in. You're free to linger here for as long as you need. There's no rush. When you're ready to move on, slowly come on up to long arms. Lift your heart and your gaze up to the sun. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, curl those back toes under and step back gently downward facing dog. Take a moment and walk it out. Pressing your heels down to the mat, lifting your tailbone up. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Lift that left leg, three-legged dog. Step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop your knee to the mat. We're going to do those arm circles again. So reach the arm up and behind you. That's 1, 2, 3. Frame the front foot and step back. Dropping the hips, pointing the toes to the third eye. Calm breathing. And then gently coming forward, setting up that half pigeon again, scooching your foot over to the right edge of your mat, dropping the knee, keeping the foot flexed. You can keep the shin parallel, or you can scooch the heel in a little closer as you lengthen that back leg. Flatten the toes, coming down onto your forearms. If you'd like to do that shoulder stretch again, reaching the right arm under and resting the head on the hands. And if that doesn't feel good, it's not a big deal. You just stay on your forearms, or you rest your forehead on your hands. You find a space that feels just right for you, and then settle into it. Deep inhale and a loud sigh. Every time you catch your mind wandering, please come back, focusing on the sound of the Ujjayi breathing, counting your breath, or repeating your mantra. You're free to linger here. If this is working and feeling really good, stay. If you're dying to get out of this, come on up. Arms long, lift your heart, gaze up. And then as you exhale, just sit on that left hip. And we're going to come into a double-legged extension. Actually, I'm going to switch to this side. So your legs are long. Tailbone is on the mat. Reaching your arms up. Toes are flexed. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, grab what you can. Pulling your belly in. Scooching your hips back. Take a deep inhale as you reach your third eye to your toes. Exhale, just soften and relax. Each inhale, you lengthen the spine by reaching the forehead to the toes. In each exhale, you drop your belly and your chest closer to your thighs. Keeping a hold of your feet, sit up slightly, and your right hand's going to grab your left foot, and you're slowly going to lift that left leg up, and you're going to reach your arm behind you, sitting tall and pressing that shoulder back. And we're going to do those arm circles again, so circle your arm up and over, and then see if you can press back a little bit further. Do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, gently press your shoulder back. Sit taller, lift that leg a little higher, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly come around to center, left hand, right foot, lifting that leg up, reach the arm up and back, opening through the hips, opening through the shoulders. We'll do 2 more arm circles, reach it up. Exhale, see if you can twist a little further, 1 more. Exhale, press it back. You got this. Just 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands a few inches beyond your hips. Toes are touching and pointed. Straightening your arms, lift your hips up. Press the bottoms of your feet towards the mat. If the neck is sensitive, keep the head lifted. Otherwise, drop your head. Heart connects to the heavens. Breathing here. Can you lift a little bit higher? Take 1 more deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently drop your hips to the mat. Sit on your fingertips. Roll back onto your elbows. Lifting the chest, dropping the head. Again, if the neck's sensitive, keep the head lifted. Otherwise, you drop it. Opening. We do our lion's breath here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, stick out your tongue and roar. Again. Last one. Excellent. Release your elbows, lay flat down on your back. Extend your arms out like a T. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. And then widen your feet so the outside edges of the mat line up to the outside edges of your feet. And then just windshield wiper your knees really gently side to side. Take your time. And then the next time you come over to the right, land it. Drop your right foot on your left knee. If that's a little too much for you today, then you just remove the foot from the knee, not a big deal. Turn your gaze to the left. Can you hear the Ujjayi breathing? Can you soften your body just a little bit more? Can you allow your mind to be focused right here in this moment? Once again, the palms are faced up to the sky. If you'd like, you reach that left arm up and over, hands touch. And then you just beautifully glide that hand back, opening it up. Only if it felt good, do it a second time. If not, you skip it. Excellent. Remove that foot from your knee. Come back to center, center your hips, center your feet. And then once again, we windshield wiper the knees side to side, just allowing the movement to feel really good in your body. And then the next time the knees come to the left, allow them to land. Left foot rests on the right knee or not. Gaze turns to the right. Let's sigh here. Take a deep inhale. Dropping the shoulders, connecting deeper to the earth. Once again, palms are faced up. Lifting the right arm, reaching across, hands touch, and you just beautifully glide it back, opening up. Only if that felt good, you do it a second time. Gently opening back up. Remove that foot from the knee, recenter your hips. Hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side, make little circles one direction and then the other. And then hug your knees in tight to your chest. And we end with a moment of gratitude. So think of just one thing to be grateful for in this moment. Take a deep inhale as you squeeze yourself into a tight little ball. And as you exhale, you set up that Shavasana. So take your time, get comfortable. Whatever you need to do here. Wiggle your hips, drop your feet side to side, rock your head. If you like covering your eyes in the Shavasana, feel free. Grab your t-shirt, a towel, or an eye pillow. Do a quick scan of your body and notice how you feel. If there remains tension or tightness, please allow it to just soften. Take a deep inhale. Fill your lungs to the top and hold your breath. Hold it. Big sigh out of your mouth. Normal, everyday breathing. Just allowing your body to soften. Bring your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt into the earth. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs soften and relax. Feel your entire spinal column slowly, one vertebrae at a time, to sink deep into the earth. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart gently beats. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers, those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. You're welcome to stay right here in Shavasana for a few more moments and longer if you can. I remember my power. I am not a victim of this world, but rather I am a creatrix, a weaver of worlds. I remember my reverence for nature. I connect my crown to the heavens. I connect my feet to the earth. I open my heart to humanity, and I whisper my prayers to the trees. May all who are seeking find truth. May all who are crying be held. May all who feel called to serve rise. May we all be guided. May we remember the truth of our power. Remember, we all are one. As I still my mind in meditation, I listen to the voices in the wind. I know and trust, without a doubt, it is so and so it is. I remember the truth of my power. When you're ready, you can slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If it feels good, you can reach your arms over your head, Point your toes and stretch out. You could hug your knees into your chest and roll over to the side. And then when you're ready, come on up to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart, and we'll seal the session with one long Om. Inhaling. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light and truth in me honors and sees the light and truth in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me from George Washington National Forest in Virginia. If you'd like the session and you want to stay connected, please hit subscribe. Any comments, suggestions? I'm open to anything you'd like to work on, so please feel free to let me know what that may be. I'll see you next time. Namaste.